What's going on? It's the Commish report. Oh, I didn't think of a fucking third one. Just go. What's going on, gang? It's the Week 2 Commish report. Going to be going over Week 2 scores and the Week 3 matchups. So let's just get right into it. First game, we got Turd Ferguson taking down the Wizard of Hajj, 172.1 to 105. I must say, Ferg, you break the triple-digit seal there. Got the highest, I think the most points this week. Maybe Min's got more, but fucking who cares? We'll talk about him later. Pretty impressive overall. You got Christian McCaffrey, 27.9. And Adam Thielen, 31.1. Not too bad out of you, kid. And the Wizard of Hajj, Mr. Hajar. What's this showing you got here, huh? Tom Brady with 20.4 and Tyreek Hill with 20. That's the best you got? You are in this bad boy this week. It's the way it's got to be. And now you're 0-2, kid. Not looking too hot so far. Next up, we got Nobel Prize versus... is that going to stick? No? Okay, we'll try another time. Huh? We'll try another time. All right, Nobel Prize getting the victory over Team Stank, 134.7 to 120.4. Nobel Prize got 30.6 out of Melvin Gordon. Pretty solid. And then Team Stank got 32.3 out of Todd Gurley. 3 touchdowns. It's pretty solid there, Team Stank. But having Greg Zuerlein hurt didn't exactly help you. So that got you the L, and that got this guy the W. All right, next up we got Kamara's brown cousin Julio versus Dan Hyland. Kamara's brown cousin Julio, it's the last time I'm saying that. Too many syllables there. Won 157 to 128.1 out of Mr. Dan Hyland. So, Dan Hyland, Deshaun Watson getting you 26.8. That's pretty good, I must say. And then Bilal Powell got you 19 points. Where the hell did that come from? You got a decent showing with 128.1 Hyland, but you're stuck to 0-2 and shit's going to happen. But the guy you played against, Mr. Mins over here, his team's looking pretty solid. I'm thinking he's the favorite coming out of this league. And Kirk Cousins getting Mins 41.5. Is there a weakness on this kid's team? I guess the Vikings getting 2 points, but that's just, that's just going to happen week in and week out. So on to the next game. Not before I take a sip of this bad boy. Yeah, it's Wednesday and I'm drinking Natural Light. Judge me, whatever. All right, next game we got Team Chip versus the Luckless Monsters. Team Chip getting that W, 140.6 to 129.9 for Zadami. Zadami, besides Stephon Diggs and I think DeAndre Hopkins, Stephon Diggs getting you 39, 35.9, and Stephon Diggs getting you 23. There wasn't much of a showing for your team. Despite getting 129 points, didn't quite get the W. But Jesus Crooks, Patty Mahomes getting you 50.8, and Michael Thomas getting you 30.9. Lighting up the scoreboard there, kid. Looking, if you can have that type of game every week, it's looking pretty scary. All right, next up we got Prison Mike Evans versus Team Abo. Prison Mike Evans putting up 141 to Team Abo's 106.7. Prison Mike Evans, not too bad with Juju Smith-Schuster getting 31.1. Mike Evans getting 22.3 with Fitzmagic there. So not too bad over there. And then Team Abo, what's going on? You got more than Nas, so you avoided the old Cheeto hands, but Cam Newton, 33.6, and Tevin Coleman is 16.5, and the rest of your team, where was it? David Johnson, that's kind of shitty. I thought he'd be good, but, the Cardinals suck, so. Oh, well, you 1-1. You're still in it, though. Week 3 predictions. This time it's going to be a speed round. I'm not even going to see players or projections or anything. We're just going right to it. All right. First game, Turd Ferguson versus Nobel Prize. Easy, Nobel Prize going to win this shit. All right, Dan Hyland versus the Wizard of Hajj. Both 0-2, now looking pretty. Going to have to go with Wizard of Hajj redeeming himself after the Cheeto. All right, Luctus Monsters versus Team Stank. Luctus Monsters, Team Stank. Maybe Sadami gets a win this week. You got this, kid. Prism Mike Evans versus Camara's Brown cousin Julio. Both 2-0, both looking pretty solid. This is ultimately going to determine who is going to most likely be leading this league this year. And I'm going to go with Camara's Brown cousin Julio. And then next after that, we got Team Apple versus Team Chip, both sitting at 1-1, both deciding what their ultimate destiny is going to be this year. So I'm going to go with Team Abo. And now it's time to look at the league activity. A little mixing up of it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, it's not like you even know who I picked last week. Go back to last week's video. Go ahead. Call me out on who I guessed right and wrong. You're not going to do it. Looking at the league activity this past week, Chip dropping the Ravens and picking the Browns D. Okay, you have no faith in that Jets offense this week. Also dropping TJ Yeldon. Yeah, Fournette's back, so it makes sense. Chip. And then Brown adding Jesse James and dropping George Kittle. It's probably wise. Jesse James getting a lot of action. Chip dropping Trey Burton and adding Giovanni Bernard. Probably makes sense considering what's-his-face is injured. Mixon, I should say. And then Brown also adding Jarvarius Allen, dropping Shepard. Makes sense, I suppose. I don't really look at your team, so I'm just talking out of my ass at this point. Abo adding Pierre Garçon. Okay, little Jimmy Grop, little Pierre Garçon combo. Okay, I feel you. And then Stankati did drop his keeper. Oh wow, you're just leaving Zerline out for anyone, huh? He ain't safe. I'm telling you right now. And then you also added the Bears, Stankati. Okay, and then you dropped the Lions. No faith in your old home team, huh? Well, all right. That's this week's Commish report, and I hope you all have a magical Wednesday. Remember, we chasing for this. Commish out.